I want you to imagine you are walking on BYU campus with a friend or a roommate. For the sake of my speech, let's give the roommate a name, Jill. Jill suddenly collapses. You begin to call 911. Now what? Are you equipped with the skills that are needed to provide Jill the care she needs prior to EMS arriving? Becoming CPR certified and recertified is something that every BYU student should do. I've been certified 5 times in my life, and with each new certification, I become more confident in my skills. In addition, I'm currently in a BYU first aid class, which has opened my eyes to the difference that CPR can have between life and death. For example, here in Utah, just 7 months ago at Weber State University, 2 students, Audrey Young and Allie Green, were on a study break. They decided to meet up at a restaurant for lunch. Audrey walked in the restaurant door when suddenly she collapsed. Fortunately, the 2 girls were in the respiratory therapy program at Weber State University, and this allowed Allie to have skills that were able to translate over to care for Audrey. She was CPR certified and had learned things in her courses that prepared her. Fortunately, the 2 girls were able to graduate together just weeks later. This comes to show that being CPR certified is important, and you never know when you'll need those skills. With that being said, I will be discussing various CPR certification statistics, how we can become CPR certified, and the impact we as college students can have by being CPR certified. According to the American Heart Association, 40% of individuals that experience out-of-hospital cardiac arrest do not receive the care they need prior to EMS arriving. In addition, for every minute that passes, the American Red Cross has said, for every minute that passes, survival rate decreases by 10%. Let's go back to our example of Jill. I've been talking for 2 minutes now, and Jill's survival rate would be at 80% if we have not begun to help. Jill's survival is literally in our hands, so what can we do to help her odds the most? Well, I propose that every BYU student become CPR certified or recertified. In a recent BYU survey I took, 55% of individuals said that they had been CPR certified, which is amazing. But what was concerning is that they had been certified an average of 5 years ago. This is concerning because the American Red Cross did a study where half of their participants were unable to pass a skills test given just a year after they learned their skills. In addition, the American Training Association for CPR has said that their guidelines for CPR are updated every 5 years. So if you think you're up to date on your certification, you probably are not. And I can help with that. You can become CPR certified through heart institutions, cities, hospitals, and even here at BYU through the first aid class. I've provided 3 different locations where you can go near Provo to become CPR certified. If you scan the QR code, it will take you directly to the registration website where you can register today to become certified. Certification takes an average of 1 to 4 hours. Let me put that into perspective. In the time it takes you to watch a BYU football game, you could be equipping yourself with life-saving skills. This is insignificant to the amount of time you would be saving the victim if they were to survive. Let's go back to our example of Jill. I have been talking for 5 minutes now, and Jill's survival rate would be at 50% if we have not begun to help her. Don't fall into the percentage of bystanders that don't know how to provide first aid in a first aid situation. Equip yourself today to give the gift of life. Thank you.